Ray Santilli knew a lot more and was not revealing. I was very, very clear with Santilli. I said, Ray, you promised me a cameraman. Who is he? What's his name? Can we talk to him?
He may want to come out, I don't know, he may be watching this program right now and thinking, what am I going to do?
So I'm in Ray's office, the phone rings. It's the military cameraman screaming down the phone. I was sitting outside the desk, I could hear him screaming at Ray, wasn't supposed to be like this. And it became obvious to us that thinking he'd sold it to a British company, a British guy, he'd never hear another word. All of a sudden, up comes Jonathan Frakes tonight. Might be the most important footage of the century. And he obviously saw it. And I think at the end of the show, there was something about they were going to find him, do a search for him.
Is there a cameraman? Does he really exist? Did he exist? And can I find him?
So he crapped himself, packed a bag and hightailed it out of there.
I think the pressure will increase upon him. I think he'll realise that he owes it to mankind to tell his story.
We need an interview with the camera. That was all they were driving us mad. That's absolutely not going to happen with him, so we had to go find a cameraman. I rang Spiros.
Okay, all right, stand by, guys, settle down. We're going again. Nice and quiet, please, guys. And action.
So how are we going to do it? So I said, we'll find someone who's homeless in America. That's exactly what we did.
I flew out to LA with Spiros, and we looked for a homeless guy on Hollywood Boulevard.
Why did you want a homeless person?
Because he can be traced.
So we found this guy, and I said to him, do you want to make $500? We're students, we're making a student film. You get to spend the night in a hotel, you can have a shower, you can order some food, you can do whatever you want, and I'll give you $500. So he said, okay.
So not only was he homeless, he was a former actor.
Right, who would have thought? A guy living on the streets in Los Angeles who's an ex-actor.
We got him a hotel room, we cleaned him up, and we put a false nose and chin on him, and we gave him a script to learn, which he did a very good job of. Cameraman, there you go, here he is.
Ray called and told me that he was going to arrange a meeting in New York with the cameraman and me. Finally. The idea was that I'm going to meet Gary and we're going to wait at a hotel for the cameraman to show up.
I got a very good friend of mine to become the cameraman's son. And he did a great job.
Knock, knock. We opened the door. Standing in front of me, the best way I could explain it is, he looked like the guy from the Doobie Brothers, like he was trying to be disguised. And I said, who are you? You're not the cameraman. That's my dad. He wants nothing to do with this. I look at Gary like really sternly. I never forget this look I gave Gary. My father is tired of us. He hopes this is the end of it. Here, he hands Gary a tape. That's all I have to say. I said, excuse me. He just bolts out the door. Gary puts the tape in the VHS player. We start looking at this thing.
I am the person who shot the film. I will not tell you my name, but I want you to know that I am not happy, that I have betrayed my country. But frankly, I wish I had never sold the film.
Come on. I go, Gary, that's not going to do it. You think that is going to satisfy me or Fox? That footage is fake.
I filmed the crash site. Also, the poor freaks who were told to keep that from. Now, the freaks were taken by the medical team to a lab that had been set up at Fort Worth. The first autopsy took place about 3 weeks later. My brief was the same. Film, everything.
That's a weird old guy talking about things that I'm sure he knows nothing about. It was a farce. That just pushes it to a new level. That's where I take offense to that. How do they look themselves in the mirror? How do they feel about their own respectability as people? Are they laughing? Is that funny? It's not funny to me.
Does it not feel it's spiraling out of control a bit at this point?
No, because whatever was thrown at us, we were able to deal with. Now, I am a great believer in the universe and a great believer in momentum. We had unbelievable momentum in this project. And when you believe in something, I think that carries a lot of the momentum for you.
What did you think when you saw that interview with the cameraman? I mean, it was silhouetted. Can you remember what your reaction was?
I kind of laughed when I saw that. But the thing is, so what you got to do is turn the contrast up. And it's no longer a dark face. You can see the fella who it is. So, if it was real, there's no reason why Ray Santilli couldn't give us his name.
Did Bob Kiviat ever find the original cameraman?
There was definitely no aha moment where Bob rang up and says, I know who he is, I know where he lives. Then none of that happened. Yeah, I don't believe they ever found anybody.
You presume he'd be dead now.
Oh, he is definitely dead.
Oh. Okay.
No, we had nothing to do with that. Sorry.
No, I wasn't suggesting that.